Hi, Cancer. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless singles love reading. Today, we're going to ask Spirit, who's coming towards you? What's next in love? New boyfriend, new girlfriend, future spouse, partner. Can be used as a manifestation reading, can be a confirmation for a love that's coming your way. We're going to be doing some clues today and some charms. I have some letters, some numbers. I also have some charms with me today, some descriptions about your person's energy, timeline, love messages. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's see what Spirit has for you today. Spirit, I am here with Cancer. If you could please share with me Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher, any messages of love that you have. I am listening for you now for any evidence, anything about this person coming into our lives, and anything you want to share with us. Let's see what we have. I have the letter S. Letter S. I have a Q. Number 6 could be June. I have a 5, could be May. 5 weeks, 5 days. The letter B. Just a reminder, this is new love coming into you. So if you're not seeing your person's letters, we have other clues for confirmation, but it is for new love coming in. I have a 0, an X, OX, kisses. I have the number 3, could be March being important. I have another 0. I have an R. I have a K, G, I have an L, I have a J, I have the letter I have an A, we'll put that up here, and I have a V. So let's put that over here. So lots of room, I've got lots of cards, lots of messages. Just making sure we can see everything. So some of those letters may connect to some of you. And like I said, they could be someone on its way. So I like that. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What do you want my Cancer to know today? Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. You are beautiful inside and out. You have to tell yourself that first, no matter what. It's like with or without a person in your life, you are beautiful. So that's important to always remind yourself of. Let's see what else. Water flight, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, and the sense of weightlessness. So they're taking away some kind of burden. They're taking away something that you have been holding on to, or weight on your shoulder, or some kind of energy. It could be anxiety, stress. It could be that I've been struggling with my emotions lately, but they're lifting it. The sense of weightlessness. How gorgeous. Sisterhood, number 41 is jumping out at me. Friendships, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. Surround yourself with your soul sisters. Surround yourself with your friends, people that can know you and trust you and you love to be with. So that feeling of I have all these other people in my life. So they fill you with joy and delight. I like that. And one more of these. I have Coral's Wisdom, the number 31. I have Colony, Delicacy, Fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. You are a great work. Okay, so you're also fragile and you're also delicate. So there's a feeling of you have become yourself over a long period of time. This didn't just happen. You've learned a lot of lessons. You have been growing. You have been learning. So the person that you are today is different than the person that you were even years ago. So keep that in mind. You're always growing. You're always learning. So your energy is beautiful. I love this sense of spirit lifting some kind of burden off of your shoulders in taking something away from you so that maybe they have this new energy to come in. Let's see what they have. Spirit, what do you want us to know? What is important around this connection? What is going on? What's coming towards us? I have a Hanged Man, this waiting game, a little bit of a waiting game. 10 of Pentacles, feeling lucky. I have a 6 of Pentacles, generosity. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. Look at the energy in that Wheel of Fortune. This is spinning, you know, this vortex of energy, and it's just beautiful. So destiny coming. So if you feel like you are in limbo, you've been waiting a long time, I feel like a gift is coming with the 6 of Pentacles. It's always a somebody wants to give to you and not necessarily receive anything in reverse. It's a very giving energy. So this feeling of a gift coming your way, a person coming into your life that you feel like is a gift. So maybe the waiting is over. We're going to do some timeline cards today also. I have a Queen of Cups, sensitivity. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I just got to feel, I get a Chariot and I have a 3 of Swords. That feeling I had in the beginning of they're lifting a weight off of your shoulders. If you have been struggling with a heartache, a breaking heart, somebody and an end of a relationship, I feel like you have been, and it's not in a good way, not in a bad way, you have been very in tune with your emotions. You are very much aware of why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and you're very in tune with your emotions. And that's okay. That's a good thing. I'd rather you be in tune with your emotions than not feeling anything and being numb. So because you're moving forward, it's almost as if you know that you're moving on. It's very much a feeling of, I know that the end is over, the end of the pain, the end of the waiting, the end of the longing is over. And I know that I'm moving on, and I know that somebody's moving towards me. Now, the Chariot always moves in the right direction is how I feel. I always feel a forward movement. I always feel that charging forward, right? But I love this card because look at the seahorses. The seahorses, I believe, are soulmates also. But I had read something somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe it's true. And I'm gonna take it to my grave because I think it's true. That seahorses tie their little tails together when they're swimming because they don't want to be separated from each other. They don't want to lose each other while they sleep. So I always thought that was sweet. So this card reminds me of that. But I love this feeling of, I know emotionally I'm moving forward. So you're in a better place. So this new love coming into your life is part of your destiny. It's part of your path. It's part of your purpose. It's part of who you're supposed to be. And you're not the person that you used to be, Spirit just said. Spirit, what do you have for us for this new energy? Who is this person coming towards us? Start to share with me anything about them, anything you want me to know. I have stabbed in the back, a heartbreak, pain, separation. This is coming into me after the pain. If you have just gone through this heartache and this stabbed in the back energy, it's coming in after that. So I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that you went through that, but it's going to be one of those times in your life that whoever this is, they did you a favor because they're bringing in the best thing that's ever happened to you. You're ready to enter into paradise. I love this. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. I also like this little bit of a desert island, like we're on this little, not desert, but a little bit of a secluded island, and we're going to just escape to our own little paradise. I don't care if it's we hang out in our backyard and stand over a fire pit, or we, sit on the patio at night all by ourselves and it's our own little patio, and our own paradise, whatever paradise it is for you that you guys have created. So I do love that. I have a golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, a one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So we have a lot of energy with, I can't get out of my head the hurt. I can't get out of my head who hurt me in the past. Somebody hurt me. So sometimes the only thing we can do is ask Spirit to take this away. When we have feelings of, yeah, but you don't get it. I was hurt in the past. Somebody stabbed me in the back. This person was a narcissistic, problem. They were toxic. They hurt me. I get it. I understand. But that doesn't mean that that's what Spirit's going to bring you the next time. So whenever those thoughts and feelings of that person come in, ask Spirit to help release it. That's the best that you can do. Self-indulgence. Focus on yourself, your self-worth. It's time for you to heal, some shadow work, some self-appreciation. Just keep focusing on, I know Spirit has something for me, something better for me, and that I know it's going to be something filled with joy and happiness. That's what I want you to focus on. I have a coffin. For every ending brings new beginning, growth, change, transition, liberation. Let it go. Right? Let it go and open yourself up to the new. Look at this boat, receiving what you want, progression, arriving, moving on. So there's this sense of, as I'm trying to move on, I'm still struggling through some pain, and I get that. You can do both. You can heal and move on at the same time. So just focus on this. Focus on, I'm going to just sail away and sail towards my own happiness. And this person is going to open up something inside of me that is going to make me realize that I ended something so that I could have something so much better. And that's what they want you to know, that who's coming is going to be something so much better. It's like what you've been waiting for, or what I've been wishing for. And then here it is. Spirit, what will this person's feelings be for me? What will these are love text messages. Let's see what these guys say. I like you, but I'm not ready yet. So there's a little bit of a holding back. That could be you, that could be them. A little bit of a hesitation. We still may be struggling with, I'm trying to get over somebody. So you might not be ready when this new love comes into your life. You may be still on the fence with, am I ready to jump into another relationship? But for the right person, you will. I'm trying to find the courage to talk to you. I want to reach out. Yes to being friends for now. Now that's coming into me as, if you aren't quite ready for a relationship or taking it to the next level, you may just say to them, you know what? I love being with you. I like to spend time with you. Let's just see where it goes. And then the more time that you spend with the new person, the further that you get away from that past. So some of you need that transition time. You need that space to just know that you're making the right choices for you. So it could go from a friendship to more. I miss your sweet face. I want you. This is new love coming in. It is not somebody coming back. So I think the new person wants to spend more time with you, and you may be asking them to slow down. Are you okay? I'm a good listener. It's hard to make a change. It is. It's hard to just start over. So some of you may be struggling with that. Like, I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to make another mistake. I don't want to be with the wrong person. So, but I want you to trust, because there was a feeling of, I'm a good listener and you can talk to me. Even if I'm new in your life, I want to be there. I want to be there for you to talk to. I want to be there. I understand what you're going through, but I still want to be in your life somehow. Hey, stranger, where did you go? You may be putting this person off. Maybe you're not quite ready for a real committed relationship. But what Spirit is showing me is a friendship that wants to be there for you and wants to help you heal at the same time. And then I feel like it's going to turn into something so much more. And that's okay too. It's like a transition period for you. I'm longing for your text from AM to PM. So this person's very patiently waiting for you. This person sees something in you, and I have a feeling this person is going to wait for you. And if just being your friend is enough for them right now, that's okay too. They don't want to rush you, or they don't want to push you into anything that you're not ready for. But I think this is going to turn into something so much more. When you realize that this person really does want to be there for you and really cares about you, Spirit just said, it's going to turn into something more. We have some unfinished business with our past. We're having a difficulty moving on. It's okay. It's okay. I understand that. Change is difficult. Whoa, we had some flying cards. Hold on. Let's see. Spirit, what do you want us to know? A twin flame connection, spiritual alignment, effortless. It's only a matter of time that we're going to realize that this is more, that there's something more going on here. A family, possibly family members could be involved. One of you could be taking it slow because of children. We could have children, and I don't want to jump into anything because it would affect my children, and I want to make sure I'm with the right person. So I'm taking my time and who I'm dating and how much time I'm spending with that person. So this could be a combination family that maybe you have a child, they have a child, and we are going to start kind of this combined family eventually, or figuring out how we can all work together. I have a true gem. That is definitely the truth. You are beautiful. You're amazing. And you are a gem to them. I do not feel like this person's going to give up on you. I feel like they see something in you that's very special, very unique. And I feel like they're going to wait it out. I feel like they're going to take their time. They're not going to push you, because I do feel like they just believe that you're the person that they want to be with. So don't be surprised somebody doesn't give up on you. A home, a new home, planning a new home. I do feel like your person owns their own home, an individual home. Part of me feels like I'm going and visiting there. We're hanging out in the backyard, a barbecue, a patio of some kind, very quiet. I feel like I just sit there and listen to the birds. We like to sit there at night and listen to the crickets and things like that in the backyard. I did get that feeling of a fire pit, or it could be even just candles on a table, sitting outside. But I feel like I'm sitting outside with this person, and we talk for hours, and we listen to nature, and we really are just in our own little world. But I feel like we really enjoy that aspect of their home. So that's a big part of our connection, is that, why don't you come over and we'll have drinks on the patio tonight, or we'll eat on the back deck or something like that. So there's something going on around your person's home, but specifically their backyard is how it's coming into me. Let's see what they're like. Let's see what they have. They could have a dog. Maybe we watch the dog play in the backyard. Maybe that backyard is fenced and we see the dog playing. I have a Sagittarius. Working from home is coming into me. Athletic. This person was probably very athletic when they were in high school. Very athletic now. Works out, goes to the gym. I feel specifically a biker. Sometimes I feel runners and different types of activities, but I feel like somebody who not just like rides a bike, but rides a bike for like long periods of time, you know, like an hour a day, 10 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles on the weekends. I feel like somebody who's like totally into biking. Okay. So that's how that came in. I have a handyman. Handyman, good with their hands, tools, making things happening, fixing things. I have a Libra energy, a chef. I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to barbecue. I feel like there are barbecues in this backyard. I feel like we're barbecuing. I feel like somebody's like totally into their gas grill in the backyard. So that's okay. I have a travel. I want to travel. What do you want to do? If you were to win the lottery, I want to travel. These are like dreams. This is where we would go. Big conversations about places we want to go. Please, people, places we'd like to visit, something like that. Spiritual, that's coming into me as being the same religion or having very similar backgrounds. Could be a Virgo energy. College life, not that they're in college now, but a college education. And let's get one more of these. Summer at the beach. Let's go to the beach. Let's spend some time. I also like the summer energy with meeting in the summer. Okay, that we met in the summer energy. So July, August, even going into September. So I will take that, and I'm going to see if what our cards say with our timeline also. Spirit, tell me about their personality. What do you have for personality for my Cancer? Who is this person coming towards me? I have the Thief, stealing your heart. Okay, keeping quiet, holding back their feelings. There's that feeling of I'm going to wait for you because they don't want to push you. There's a little bit of a hesitation of I don't want to jump into anything too quickly. Then I have that feeling of let's be friends, let's hang out, let me cook you dinner. What's the big deal? Come on over, have a barbecue, let's have a drink on the back deck. So there's a little bit of a feeling of they're not going to be super, super upfront with their feelings because they're going to wait for you to kind of catch up. They're going to wait for you to want the same thing. So, and I think you will because this person's going to be very good to you. I have an old soul. Oh, I love old soul energy. Wise, strong, responsible, courageous, confident. Look at that, experienced. I like also this sense of like looking into your eyes and like having an understanding or listening to you and seeing this respect in your eyes. So you listen to their guidance. There's something about the way that they say things. You trust them. And I love old soul energy. Beautiful. I have an artist, creative, lost in their projects. We had that handyman. I do feel like this is a relatively new house or that they have been fixing up the house. And maybe they show you around the house and they're showing you their projects. I just built the back deck. I just did this. I just did that. So they're very, I think that they try to do as much as they can on their own. And I think they're proud of their work. So that's kind of nice too. That's cool. I have a nerd. Okay, so they're smart. They are intellectual. They're intelligent. Let's see, analytical. I do feel like they work from their home. I do feel like they probably are going in and out of their computer a lot. So you've got somebody who's pretty bright, pretty handy, has this kind of old soul wisdom about them. And they're saying they're an ordinary guy. And between you guys and me, I like the normal guy. I like the nice guy. I like the likable guy. I like the guy that some people say they're boring, but they're, to me, I'd rather have boring than somebody who's filled with drama and crisis and craziness. So just for once, Spirit's saying like date the nice guy. Date the nice guy. Date the guy that's going to be good to you. Date the guy that's going to be kind to you. So there's a sense of, I like normal. Normal is good, right? So let's see what else they're saying. I have supportive. They want to be there for you. This is not somebody who's going to push you. They are going to take their time. They see something in you. And even if they say, hey, I'll just be friends with you. I just want you in my life one way or another. I have feelings for you. They're grounded. This love is going to blossom. It's going to grow over time. This is a energy of one day you wake up and you realize that there's so much more going on here, and you're grateful this person didn't push you. And you're grateful you didn't push them away either. One of you is extroverted, one of you is introverted. So one is a little bit more outgoing than the other. I'm guessing that you're probably the extrovert and you're probably a little bit more talkative than they are. So that's okay too. It works. I'm filled with abundance, lovesick. I think they have an incredible crush on you. I think that they are going to hold back on telling you what their true feelings are until they know that you feel the same way about them. But I do feel like they are going to have this kind of puppy love energy, or my heart skips a beat when I know I'm going to spend time with you, or they definitely want something more and you know it, but we're just taking our time. So this energy is going to evolve over time, and that's okay. Whatever pace it's meant to be. A sense of free-spirited. Whatever you want to do tonight, you want to go out, we'll go out. You want to stay home, we'll stay home. They're very flexible, very open. A sense of healing. That's probably the best thing for you, because this person's being put in your life at a time, I don't want to say crisis, but a time in your life when you're still trying to work through your feelings about your past. And Spirit put this person in your life because they are an old soul and they can talk to you and they do understand you and they are a great listener, Spirit just said. So that's beautiful. Very charismatic. So they're charming, they're good to you, they're kind, and they're normal. And those are all really great personality traits. I'll take any of those. Spirit, what do you have for my Cancer? What do you want them to know? What is important to know? Wisdom. There's that old soul wisdom. There's something about this person. I have the number 27. You either enjoy talking to them for hours on end, they're interesting to you, or they get you, or they don't tell you what to do. They just are kind of absorbing everything. So there is a kind of this quiet wisdom energy, and you just like to talk to them. There's a transformation happening. Look at this beautiful butterfly spirit. I love that. So you're gonna bloom is how I feel. You're coming out of your shell, you're blooming, you're opening up. I think the further that you get away from your past, the more you become yourself. The more that you realize how much you have grown or how much you have changed in time. And the more that you love yourself, the more that you like yourself, the more that you realize that you have so much to live for. And at the same time, I feel like this person's being put in front of you, like all kind of at the same time. I have a bee spirit, prosperity. Look at this, being prosperous, having, I guess, good things coming into your life. I like the stability of your person with the sense of he's created his own home and his environment, and he's very stable. He or she, I should say, is very stable. And it is kind of like, I want you to come into my home and be my guest, and I want you to feel good when you're here, and I want you to be a part of this. So there's a very cozy, inviting atmosphere around this connection also. Let's get some clues. Let's see what the clues are saying. So now I have these charms, and these are just images, and I like to read them intuitively. So we're just going to mix them up so I can get some good ones. And let's just see what I'm feeling. Okay. So the first thing that's jumping out at me is this path with this tree. But I also feel that same connection felt a moment ago with sitting on the back deck, sitting and listening to like crickets at night, or just looking at the backyard, looking at the trees. But I do love this path, like this, we're following the same path, we're on the same journey. So I do like that. This is coming into me as a bell going off. Just a feeling of, a light bulb going on, a bell going off, an aha moment, a moment in time where you realize that this person's been put in your life for more than friendship, and that there's really more going on here. So there could be that one moment that comes in that just, you look at them and you say, you know what, this person's so good to me, and why am I fighting it? Why am I holding back? I'm holding back for my past, who I don't even want anymore. Why am I fighting it? So that aha moment. I have a stadium, little bit of a nerd, but a sports fan, and it could be a specific type of sports like football or soccer or something like that, that's in a big stadium. So keep your eyes open for that. There's my nuts and bolts. Two things, one, nuts and bolts, work together, right? Or that handyman feeling of fixing and repairing and fixing up the house and doing things around the house. I do have an octopus. Now that just came into me as I have my hands in a lot of different things. So somebody who's good at a lot of different things, that type of person who has a lot of hidden talents or a lot of hidden abilities, where the more you learn about them, the more you realize, like, wow, they're actually good at a lot of different things, whether it's sports or music, or they can actually cook. They just have their hands in a lot of different things. They're very, I don't know. They're not just like a one trick pony. They have a lot of different things that they're good at. So I liked that. All right, let's see what sign they are. Let's see, Spirit, what sign could this person be? They could be a Gemini. They could be a Scorpio. Could be a Pisces. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be a Taurus. So we'll take those as clues. So the big question is always when. Spirit, do you have a timeline for us? When is this new love coming our way? Anything else you want to share with us about this energy? After a big change. Yeah, I did feel that. We're still working through a past. We're working through a heartache. We're working through something like that. So after that big change, this new love is going to help transform you. I have July. I'm recording this in July, so this could be very soon. This could be now, so to speak. After a hard time, after a big change, 7 to 8 months, we could know that we really want to be with this person. That's not that long away. 1 to 2 months. 1 to 2 months. We could meet in the next couple months. There's a sense of the summer. There's a sense of, and then maybe, in a few months, we decide that we really want to be together. But there is a sense of the summer. But I am feeling any day now. I do feel this sense of, even if this person comes in, like I said, and they say, you know what, I just want to spend some time with you. If you want to be friends, we'll be friends. If you want more, great. But I want you in my life somehow, because they really are very hopeful that you're going to move on from your ex, from your past, and that they're going to be right there and they're going to be right in front of you. I have 2 to 3 years. Doesn't mean that you're going to wait 2 to 3 years for this person. But you could be in a totally different place, in a totally different relationship within a couple of years from this person. Okay. You could be married. You could be settled down. You could have moved into that beautiful house, and that backyard is now your backyard, So keep in mind that a couple of years, a lot can happen in a couple of years. Yeah, this is what I'm really feeling. I'm really feeling very soon. I'm really feeling that it's any day now. There's a very strong energy around you that you may go from nothing to all of a sudden this person is in your life. And I like the energy also of you weren't in my life just a few weeks ago, and now you're like so important to me. You know, like once this person is in your life, friendship or more, it's I'm just so grateful you're in my life. And you weren't even in my life, you know, a couple of months ago, and now all of a sudden you're here. So I do like that feeling of like once they arrive, you really don't want them to go away. I have a 2 of Cups. There you go. You guys are really good together. It's going to be a beautiful connection. I love this 2 of Cups. It's very pretty. 3 of Cups, a celebration coming. I always see my 3 of Cups as a proposal, an offer, a celebration, telling my family and friends that I just met the person that I want to be with. I'm really happy with this person. I'm really excited about them. I have a 10 of Swords. After we put something to rest, after an ending comes this new beginning. And I have a Judgment that's coming into me as I just know we're supposed to be together. So one of you really feels strongly that you're going to be together. I'm going to say bottom of the deck, I have a King of Cups. So the bottom, you know, strong feelings for you. Your person could fall in love with you. And I'm going to say fall in love with you first. I'm going to say it that way. You know, they know that they're in love with you. You're not sure what your feelings are going to be. They're going to wait for you to feel the same way, is how I feel. But I do feel like they believe in their heart that this is something that is going to be so much more. Let the past go, Spirit said. Let the past go and allow this new love in. That's what we want to focus on. I can't get you out of my head. You got a King of Cups that's in love with you. You've got this 2 of Cups that I just feel like we make such a great couple. I just enjoy our time together. I don't care what we do. I don't care what level of a relationship we're at. I just want you in my life somehow. So this person can't stop thinking about you. I think you're going to feel the same way also. I don't want you to think that you just have some kind of stalker out there. I feel like you're just having a difficult time transitioning from your past to this new life. And once you get your head on straight that Spirit has something so much better for you, and you whatever's being put in front of you, you just open your eyes and look. You're going to say, oh my God, this person is so good to me, because they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. You're all I've ever wanted. You're the type of person I've wanted. You're what I want in my life. I just want you to be with me. I just want to see you smiling with true happiness. So even if they take it slow, they're truly your friend. And at the end of the day, the people that we end up with, spouse, long-term relationships, they really do become our best friend. So their intentions are pure. Their intentions are that they really just want to see you happy. So they're not going to rush you. They're not going to push you. You are the love of my life. Now, this feels like you turning tides, you saying, without me knowing it, you became the love of my life. You became the best thing that ever happened to me. And I almost feel like I'm ashamed that I almost pushed you away. So don't push this energy away, because I don't want you to feel any regrets that you pushed the best thing in your life away. I want you to realize what's right in front of you. The moment I saw you, I knew I was going to fall in love with you. Your person is, I have no doubt in my mind that they know. They knew immediately that this was going to be more. They're just waiting for your energy to catch up with them. And it will. It will. I think that you're going to realize this is a really good connection. and that this person's really, really good for you. So we're just going to let it unfold at its own pace. That's all. I want to take a chance and risk it all, but I'm afraid. Nothing to be afraid of. You deserve love. You deserve to fall in love. All of those things. I feel like I have been missing you my whole life. If this person makes you feel happy, you enjoy each other's time together, the rest will just fall into place. You are what has been missing in my life. You're my paradise and heaven. How gorgeous. So we have a connection that maybe it comes into our life when we weren't quite expecting it. Maybe it came in any day now, Spirit said. Like this could happen at any moment. It could be for a reason. It could be perfect timing. It could be to help heal. It could be to help you move on. It could be to help show you that you are worthy and deserving, and to look at how somebody looks at you. You know, they see you with loving eyes. They see you with kindness. They want to be good to you. So sometimes the love that we weren't expecting is put right in front of us. And that's how I feel right now in this reading. So keep your eyes open for who Spirit wants you to be hanging out with. It could be the love of your life. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. For those of you that are returning, thank you always for your love and support. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.